My name's Kyle, welcome back to the channel. This is my new Mazda Mx5. Okay, so some of you will recognise this car from George's channel. She's now changed what she's doing on her channel, so if you want to see why she's decided to do that, then check the description and there'll be a link there for the video on her channel explaining why she's now changing what she's doing. But back to the car. My plan is basically to try and build like a budget build, so to speak, and see what we can build for as cheap as possible. My thoughts are to do like a track inspired build, if I'm honest. Maybe a bit of drifting, I'm not 100% sure, but basically I bought the car from her. She got it MOT'd just before I bought it, but it did fail, so I bought it like with a failed MOT basically. It failed on rust at the rear, these headlights and coilovers, but she has supplied new coilovers with the car, so we'll be fitting them on the next video on the car. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel, just to make sure you don't miss out on any future videos. But the rust on the rear, that's been repaired underneath now. On the actual arch, we've not bothered repairing that, and you'll see why in a future video, because there's no point in spending like thousands of pounds to perfect the arch for the OEM body, because I don't plan to keep it, if I'm honest. But like I say, you'll have to wait for that on a future video. So what we've done, or what the welder's done, is cut it open underneath on the outer sill. The inner sill was surprisingly okay, so he's not had to repair anything on the inner sill. So he's just treated all the inner sill and then patched it back up. So it doesn't look the best, but it was cheap, and it will pass the MOT basically. So in this video, I think the car needs cleaning up, needs to polish the headlights and just sort out the niggly bits that it failed on the MOT for. And then, like I say, in the next video, we'll be fitting the coilovers and then getting a pass certificate. Okay, so we're just going to start off by cleaning the wheels. To be honest, this didn't touch them. I think these wheels are a bit beyond a clean, to be fair. Now, I know that you're probably thinking that all I do on this channel so far is buy cars and clean them. That isn't the case. I don't think I'm going to buy a car for a while now. We've got 4 cars currently on the channel. So we've got this MX5, the Supra, which we plan to do a turbo build on at some point in the future, and the Civic, which needs little bits here and there, like that still needs coilovers fit into it and stuff like that. And then we also have the GT86, which is my girlfriend's car, which again needs TLC, like it still has the squeaking brakes and the extremely stiff gear stick. If you haven't watched that video, then click the top right hand corner of the screen and you'll see where we introduced the 86 to the channel. Back onto the MX5, so I'm just quickly giving it a wash, and then we'll move on to like the MOT failures, like the headlights and stuff like that. So the car actually cleaned up a lot better than I thought it would, to be fair, but it is far from a show car still. But I don't think it's ever going to be a show car, to be fair. It was just a cheap budget car that I plan to do like a relatively cheap build on and have some fun along the way, really. We're coming up to the end of having the car cleaned, so let's move on to the headlights. Okay, so that's the car now washed. Now you can see some of the damage, like a bit clearer, so to speak. But like I said at the start of the video, we do have something in store for this car. So like I say, you're going to have to wait for a future video. But now that we've washed the car, we can move on to sorting out the headlights. Now, whilst I was washing the car, I thought the headlights had cleared up a bit, like whilst I was just washing it, but now that it's dry, they've gone back to how they were, so I think it was just the water making it look like they were clear. So let me get the polisher and then we'll start by polishing these headlights. So this is what I'm going to be using on the headlights. This is the compound that I mentioned. If you watched the GT86 video, this is what we used on the car first. But I'm just going to use this for now on the headlights and see how it comes up. Okay, so I've done the light and then left a bit on the edge so you can see the difference. So this is how the whole light was before. This is after it's been polished. So like you can see the line there where we've done it to. So yeah, that is literally night and day. So let's carry on and get both of them done. So that's now both the headlights finished, ready for the MOT. The final thing to do on this video to make sure this car passes the MOT is the screen wash. So it failed because I presume it just didn't have water in it, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll just fill it up and make sure it works. If it doesn't work, then it could need a pump. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so it looks like that was as simple as just filling up the screen wash. So that's all done. So like I say, the only thing left to do on the car now is coilovers. So there's the C-hook spanners, just a little sticker and booklet I guess. Okay, so the coilovers are now all unboxed. These are the last thing that this car needs ready for the MOT. The headlights have been polished, the rust has been repaired, and the screen wash now works. We did do a few little bits to the interior as well, but like I say, the coilovers are the last piece to the puzzle. These will be getting fitted on the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on it, and we'll see you there.